Charles. Hello to all. Hello to all. Welcome to season 4 of the Chatty Charles Show. And I am your host, Charles Anthony. I am so happy, one, to be given the opportunity to be here in a season 4. It's been going on 3 years now since the beginning of COVID when I got started doing these Chatty Charles podcasts. It was basically initially a way to reach out to not just other people, but to myself as well. A time for clarity, motivation, reorganization, all factors and characteristics that lead to self-care. Self-care is very vital. It is very important. I believe that many people are misled on exactly what self-care can be and how it definitely benefits you and the way to go about it. There's no particular order in the way you need to do things. There's no particular outline. There's no particular diagram. The path for self-care is the path that you design for yourself, the path that you choose, the path that you stick to, and the path that, quite frankly, motivates you. Now, I speak because sometimes we have occurrences in life. Sometimes we have things going on at the moment, some things that might have gone on in the past. Sometimes we have a lot of things on our mind and we don't let them out in a healthy way. And sometimes hearing your own voice can help you decipher through whatever challenges, whatever demons, whatever chains might be bounding you and holding you and away from achieving the more excellent you. Achieving the more excellent you is all about clarity. And to find that clarity within yourself, you must dissect yourself. You must break down yourself. You must take the parts, the good, the bad, and the in-between, and self-evaluate, self-reflect, and that leads to self-rejuvenation. It's not going to be easy, but if it were easy, then I wouldn't be here speaking to anyone today. You just have to be willing to accept and ready to accept a greater path, a greater life, and a greater you. So I ask all my listeners, new listeners, welcome to the show. Past listeners, I welcome you guys to the 4th season. And this season, I'm going to give it to you all. I'm going to share some very personal experiences that stem all the way back to childhood to present day. Now I know some of you might have seen the advertisements. We're talking about self-care, self-love, and then some of y'all might have saw the one advertisement that says the wrath. The wrath. Oh, what is the wrath, you might ask? Well, the wrath is when you come to that breaking point in finding yourself. When you find the wrath, the unraveling of all those parts that came together, or you could say that did not come together, that you are putting back together. or those parts that came together, but might need a tune-up. It's never too late to tune up. Never too late to tune up yourself. Reflect every day on yourself. Who doesn't want to be a better person themselves every single day? Who doesn't want to be a better them every day? Who doesn't want to know things that might be obstacles in your way that could be setting you back, hurting yourself, or hurting others? Let's get started, y'all. This is going to be a good season. I like to call this part of the show in-car reflections, because these are reflections I might have when I'm driving the car. And this reflection is going to be called, it's actually titled, Whose Shoes Are You Wearing? I hope everyone's had a great week so far, because we all need to give ourselves a pat on the back. Why, you might ask? Whether we did anything deserving this week to give ourselves a pat on the back? Just give yourself a pat on the back for being you, because there's nothing wrong with being you. We are all individuals, correct? That's what I thought. So, with that in mind, I want you guys to take every moment of every part of your day and evaluate it. I want you to take a little time, just like, basically journal. Like, jot down, wrap it up real quick in a summary. No, it doesn't have that long. Like, a page, maybe. Not even a page, half page, whatever. Wrap up your day every night with the summary of how that day went from the morning to the night, to the point you got in your bed, you laid your head down to get some rest for the next day. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do that the next day and the next day. We're going to do that all the way 7 days, Monday through Sunday, if you feel me. Now, I know y'all feel me. Not if you feel me, because you're going to feel me. Because you can do certain things to figure out certain patterns in your life, certain reasons why particular things might be happening, like more than once, like during a week, or why you have a tendency to do something, or a habit, or why others have a tendency to do something, or they have a habit, or just like because you want to get better time management. There is nothing, let me tell y'all, that is nothing more, I'm about to cry. There's nothing more sacred to me than time motherfucking management. Okay, say it with me, y'all. Time motherfucking management. Why? Because we don't know how long our time is. We do not know how long our time is here on Earth. None of us. Not you, not you, not you, and not me. Some unfortunately get estimates, if they, health conditions or whatever, what may be. But they don't give you a time. They don't give you a date. It just, boom. I don't mean to scare y'all with the boom, or just scare y'all in general. But you know what I'm saying? Every moment of time a day counts for something. It does. It counts for something. 100%. Why? Because those are the pivotal, every minute's a pivotal moment of your life. Can you hear me? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Every minute of your life is a pivotal moment of your life. What we do in that minute, what we do in that second determines what will be the outcome the next second, the next minute, the next day, the next year, if you can hear me. And I know y'all can hear me. So I still question myself. I question my own self, my own journey, my own path. Getting a little preachy on y'all. And what is that path? It is TBD. What's your path? It is TBD. Because I feel like your path can always be TBD. To be determined. Because you might set yourself up for something. But it doesn't mean you're going to gain that. It does not mean you're going to attain that. It doesn't mean that you deserve that. Okay? You hear me now? Actually, because what you might get, someone else might just take. I said someone else just might take it. And you don't know who that is.
You don't know who it is. You don't know how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, or why it's going to happen. You don't know the reason. That's life. You know, people always try to justify means for stupid shit. Stupid shit like, why certain things might be happening in their life. And I'm just like, you know what? For a minute, instead of always knocking our own individual selves out and down and throwing ourselves on the floor and shit, saying my life sucked, let's step into someone else's shoes for once, right? There's nothing wrong. Step into someone else's shoes. I'm not like literally saying put your feet in someone else's dirty ass shoes. I'm saying put yourself on the other side. Put yourself in that person's place. Because some people can't. Some people. A lot of people cannot do that. A lot of people can't do that. And there are many reasons why a lot of people can't do that. And they're not the best reasons at all. They're not the best reasons. Some are just because they're selfish. Some are because they got a goddamn ego. And some because they're lazy. And the others, well, you ain't got no excuse. You just gonna do you. So we ain't gonna be mad at y'all. That's it. That's it right there. But when you can take the time to stop always talking about your situation, maybe your situation's happening because you don't have empathy, at least if you don't have any sympathy, or can't even lend an ear towards someone else, or what might be going on in their life. And I'm not talking about sitting up there and listening and just go on and on and on about their life and bore you to death or whatever it may be. But I'm talking about a give, take. Like, try to have, I mean, there are certain conditions, y'all. But try, because you're not that other person, to have, for at least, I'm not asking you to have it forever, y'all. I'm just saying, try to have, for that second, that minute, however long the conversation is, a 50 perspective at least. 50 perspective. This side and that side. Yeah, you can see the reason. Yeah, you can see the reality of it. Yeah, you know why. Some of y'all know the answers why shit's happening, or to just know what the answer would be, and the other person done. But put yourself in their shoes, y'all, because some may not know what others know, and what others know, some who do not know may know. Communication, y'all, is the key. But you can't communicate. When people say can't, well, the communication sucks. Our communication is off. No, dude. No. The communication's off because you're not paying attention to what's important in the words that are being said. I said you're not paying attention to the words in which are being said. If you find yourself constantly having that back and forth, the struggle of the fucking whatever conversation it may be, or you find yourself getting to a point where it's like, boom, banging heads again, and you're defensive at each other. Your defense is off the walls at whoever may be around, who the target group is. It can be collectively, because y'all all get to a point where it's like, oh, fuck, nobody wants to listen to nobody. Nobody wants to listen to nobody. Everybody's right. Everybody's right. Everybody can't be right. And everybody can't be wrong. But not does everyone have to be right and wrong. And you say, okay. But again, it's all about the situation. Because everyone's situation is different. So you got to think like that. You got to think like, well, he might be going through something. You don't know. This morning, when I woke up, I could have had terrible news. And I could have taken my ass right to work, like, coffee. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Tom. Oh, good morning, Gene. Yeah, great. Hope everyone's having a great morning. Great start. Coffee? Good? Cool. What's Starbucks? And not know that some tragic news happened to me. I'm not going to put no tragic news out there because I don't want to fucking wish that into the world. No, not at all. But someone could have passed. Something bad could have happened. Anything could have happened. But you don't know that. You don't know that. So you can't assume. And you can't blame. Now me, I will take, yes, you can call me out on something. At first I'll be, oh, blah, blah, blah. You know, it sounds like, but I explained it. For me, it's like, whatever. Okay, I get it. Yeah, and I'll explain, this is why I do it. Or no, I'm not going to do it. Or whatever. Legit. Straightforward. Don't care. Like, but at the same time, others can't do that. They cannot do it at all. And then, y'all, excuse me, I had to take a sip of my drink, y'all. I'm actually, quick little break, little beat. Actually on my way to employees day, last day of summer event for our company. And, you know, out here on the beach till like 3 p.m. And got a food truck they got coming for us. They're paying for everything, by the way. We got a volleyball tournament going on, and I hope my team wins. We're basically different offices here. So I'm on my way there. I'm driving down the PCH here in beautiful Santa Monica, heading into Malibu, which I'm about 7 minutes from my parking destination. So I got to wrap this up because this is a 15-minute wrap. So it's good, basically, you know, to give yourself credit to yourself where credit is due. I just want to say that, y'all. It's good to give yourself credit to yourself where credit is due. And that's what I love about my company, because that's what they're doing today. They're giving credit to every employee where credit is due. Okay. Now, back to what I was saying. Now, y'all in the conversation could be bumping heads. Could be two y'all. A whole rack of y'all. Don't matter. You gotta put yourself. I had to get out that voice. I was like, well, I'm talking in the Reverend voice. Talking in the Reverend voice. No. You gotta be quiet sometimes. There we go. That's what I'm looking for, Charles. There it is. Back in that Reverend voice. Sometimes it's better not to talk, y'all. Stop talking, some people. Some of y'all stop talking. I know I talk too fucking damn much. Whatever. Tell me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna get offended. But I've learned in my age, when they say, oh, you know, younger people don't want to listen to your older people, blah, blah, blah. It's the fucking goddamn truth. It's the truth. I didn't want to listen to nobody. Only me. But I still understood. I still have respect for adults. I am an adult. For my elders. And you see that more when you get older. It's not about getting old, you get old. It's not about that. It's not about that, y'all. Stop with that age bullshit. Age is just a motherfucking number. Anyway, it's like literally, you do become wiser because you start to see the ways of everyone. And you start to see what people are talking about. And you start to understand it all comes together when you have, I'm 42 years on this earth, so it starts to come together. So I've noticed I've turned into my father and my mother. Not a bad thing, because we love Charles and Muriel. So we love Charles and Muriel. Everybody loves Charles and Muriel. So it's a good thing. So I'm very happy to be turning into my parents. But at the same time, those skills that they try to teach you, or they do teach you, instill into you, so that you can go into the world with an open mind and the capability to strive, to get along with others, to work well with others, are those learning, listening, and social skills. You need to have those skills. Yes, I'm talking to you, some of those only childs out there. Some of them, because some of y'all just, those spoiled ones. Even though you're not spoiled, you can be poor as fuck, but you're still spoiled in some aspect. You're the only child, so you spoiled, bitch. And then you got the ones that's just like, you're ungrateful. They're ungrateful. Not all y'all. Most of y'all, ungrateful sometimes. Don't even realize the shit that people are doing for you. Because you can't recognize anyone doing for you. Because you're so used to doing anything so. I apologize. Because parents didn't raise you well. Or your surroundings. I apologize. If they ain't apologize to tell you they love you, I love y'all. There it is from me, Charles. There it is from Charles. I love y'all. There, I'll give you the love maybe you didn't have. That you need. Seriously. Stop talking all the time. Listen to what others are saying. Take a minute. Take a breath. Take 30 to 60 seconds, man. Take a car ride home. You don't always got to have a conversation in the car. You don't always got to be talking. I can sit next to my best friend. We can drive the motherfucking 2 states away. And not say one word, but still having the best goddamn times of our lives. Feel me? Feel the room. Feel the room. Read it. Feel the energy. and be it. Live, breathe, eat, sleeping. Because we gotta go into this new world that is coming for all of us. Lord knows we got another election coming up. So let's do this right, y'all. Come on. Let's do this right. I'm not just talking about America. I'm talking about everybody. Everybody, let's do this right. We are at 2022. It's going to be 2023, y'all. Do we really want to keep fucking this shit up? I don't want this shit. It's annoying. It's annoying. It's like that motherfucker that you're not stepping into the other person's shoes, right? As I said, as a world, step into each other's shoes.
Yeah, so that portion is like a reflection, just moments I have when I'm driving the car, guys. Hope Preacher Charles didn't scare you guys. He comes out, you know. He comes out sometimes, just when he's like having a thought. It's just like, and I do now. I'm like recalling when I had that day, and I was sitting here as I was listening to it again, wondering what happened that day. I'm trying to remember the events that day, and I did remember, and I just remembered it was just like, you know, trying down on my nerves. And that's why I got into the whole tip talk. I do little you know, and understanding, and then, you know, I blew my steam by doing that, and then not taking down the person, because that's self-care. That's what I need to do for myself. That is my self-love. That is what I do, so I don't kick somebody's fucking ass or go off the handle. Because you'll be stupid. You gotta find healthy ways, and that's a healthy way for yourself to find that relaxation technique that works for you guys. That self-love and that self-care. So you gotta do what you have to do in moments, and those moments could be any time. Like literally, I was driving in the car, and there's probably some jackass on the highway or on one of these roads out here in LA driving ridiculously, or it's going through Koreatown where nobody fucking knows how to drive. I'm like, what, do we slow down all of a sudden? And sometimes you get frustrated over things you don't even know what that frustrates you. It just happens. You never know. Sometimes your mood can shift, so you try to find, you know, once you can harness in that you shifted moods or whatever, a way to draw back to bring you to a place of relaxation where you're not overdoing it, overexerting yourself, because you gotta watch your health, guys, especially those of us that are slightly more mature than the younger folks. I don't use the O word because none of us are O. We are just slightly maturer. That's how I like to put it. I hope you guys are enjoying this this first episode of season 4 of The Wrath. As you know, gotta have our advertisers, gotta have our commercial breaks in there. If you guys have any questions, anything, any topics, just want to do a shout out or whatever, you guys easily, you have a couple different places you can go on our social media. You can hit up Twitter easily. Just look for Chatty Charles, guys. Same. Look for The Real Charles on Instagram, and you'll be able to find it. If you guys want to find Chatty Charles, you can hashtag it. Make sure you guys, please share. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please do us that favor there. And make sure you're following us. We are here doing this for ourselves, for others. Because I like being able to entertain who I can. It gives me a good sense and a purpose of being here and knowing that someone cares, and, you know, I got a lot of thoughts I like to share. Story time for people. Real stories coming from you every time out of this mouth. I hope you guys are going to continue to grace me with your presence for the remainder of this season. I have some other cool shit that's coming out later on this year, as well as into 2023. Again, I cannot believe that's around the corner. I mean, I've been working on my music. Some of you guys know in the past, I've dropped a single before, back in 2015. Now, I stayed behind the scenes for a couple of years, doing artist management and other career ventures. And, there was a lot during COVID when we were all locked in the house, and I wrote a lot. And, everyone was separated, but it's nice to be able to get back with one of my great producers actually now and get the music going. Great musician, great producer, and it's going to be great to collaborate again and put out tracks for my album that I plan on dropping on 2023. In 2023, it's going to be on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, so that's when the album's going to drop, the full album. But up until then, I will be releasing some singles. November 15th will be the first single off the new album, which the album is called The State of CA. That's The State of Charles Anthony. But I thought it'd be cool to say CA. Get it? Got it? Cool. So November 15th, guys, that will be coming out. So make sure you guys check that out. It'll be available on all platforms. You can buy it on iTunes. I didn't do the early release. I'm going to release it everywhere worldwide on November 15th. Bad Bitch is the name of the song. Yes, Bad Bitch. Artist Charles Anthony, yours truly. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode and the ones to come. So make sure you guys come back. Remember, it's going to be Tuesdays at 8 p.m. That is Pacific time is when the episodes of Chatty Charles will be available for you guys to go ahead and get on and listen under any platform. So we know today was Monday, special holiday. Happy Halloween to everyone. And this was a special premiere episode, the premiere season 4, episode 1, The Wrath season. So enjoy. Thank you guys again for tuning in to Chatty Charles, and we hope that you guys have a great week.